Good morning. Welcome to morning practice on Monday, April 8th. Well, very auspicious day today with our total solar eclipse, and almost really did not make it here at all. And we're about to be interrupted. Hi, yeah, you can go right through. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know about you, but Mercury retrograde, thank you so much. This is locked, so yeah, sorry. You can just, here, that's good, that's fine. And you can leave it like that, it's fine. I'll get it, thank you. Okay, so of course, in the wonderful Uranian style, we have disruption right away, and most welcome, because of course we are very grateful for Cesar's work here at Avadano's, which is the space I'm in this morning. And yeah, I don't know about you, but Mercury retrograde has been pretty disruptive this time. Not anything like, I mean, gosh, the computer going out all the time and all these different things. I completely forgot to bring my clock again, and I don't even want to go into the other things that were possibly disruptive this morning. So let's just take a moment and just be like, wow, we're here, we made it. And I'm sitting down to have some time with myself. If you're new to this, my name's Olivia. I offer morning practice Monday through Thursday, 7 to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, to help you. I offer tools of meditation, breath work, and some movement, in order to create a space of a practice for yourself that you can connect and cultivate a relationship of awareness with yourself. If you're looking to cultivate a deeper spiritual relationship with yourself, a deeper relationship of awareness with your body, these sorts of things are entailed in what we do here. And today is Monday, so we're beginning the week with this quite powerful eclipse, and in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and all these things are happening, and let's take time to just drop in. I've spent a lot of time talking about the eclipse for the last few weeks, and the only thing I'm going to say today is it's at 11:22 Pacific Standard Time, the period of totality. This is a really powerful moment to set intention. And if you're choosing to set intention at that time, setting intention in relationship to releasing our unconscious shadow self, or even our conscious shadow self, right? Is a powerful energy at this time, and working towards not just personal healing, but healing for the collective. Because when we face our own unconscious behavior patterns, the constructed false sense of self that we've built around our unconscious behavior patterns, and start to cultivate healthier relationship with ourselves and a greater sense of self-love, that is what we start to project out into the world. And we're at a critical moment right now where I think the world could definitely benefit from increased cultivation of love and heart energy. And your heart is a powerful thing. And here in morning practice, that is my emphasis. We really want to be aware of the heart and activate that heart power. So I'm going to have us drop into meditation right away. Finding a comfortable seat. You can sit up on a block, a blanket, a bolster. Blocks are useful for practice. Yeah, I nearly didn't make it here this morning, which I'm still kind of amazed I'm sitting here. But, and then of course I got here and I found out that I had completely not put this meeting up as a schedule yet. or any meetings this week. So it's just gonna be Zoom, I'm pretty sure. But or not Zoom, YouTube, but yes, Mercury retrograde. Let's drop in. So finding a nice tall seat, really feeling the weight of the sit bones come into contact with whatever you're sitting on. If a block or a blanket or bolster isn't available, you want to sit in a chair, just finding a seat where you feel supported. Even if you're sitting on the floor, you could even sit with your back against the wall that allows the spine to be straight. And just feeling the body. Let's just feel the body here. Breathing, noticing, noticing all the energy moving around us, all the energy inside of us, all the thoughts, all the things. And just bring awareness to the breath as you draw in through the nose and out through the nose. And you can feel the breath expand, the body contract as you exhale. And if your mind is busy or noisy, you can merely observe that as if you were observing a drama on a stage and you are seated comfortably in the audience and the curtains are closing and the volume on the drama has been turned down. And now you are completely with your body, just feeling into the circulation of life, the circulation of energy. Do you feel life force in the tips of your fingers as you sit? Do you feel the weight of your body in contact with the floor? You may bring your attention and focus to your tailbone, imagining a root going out from your tailbone deep into the earth, deep, deep, deep. Just finding yourself rooted in this beautiful planet. Feeling the life force circulating all through the body. Just let your awareness fill your physical space. And then you may bring one hand over the heart center and second hand over the heart center, if that feels comfortable to you. Finding warmth in the connection of the palms. Maybe just pointing the chin toward the chest, feeling a little bit of length along the back of the neck. Really connecting in to the heart center. As you feel your heart here, just call to mind, what are you dedicated to? And you feel into the heart space. What is something in your life that you are dedicated to? I am dedicated to this morning practice. I'm dedicated to doing my soul work, my dharma here. Allow yourself just to think about what it is in your life that you are dedicated to. And does that have a connection to your heart space? Does your heart expand when you think of the things that you are dedicated to. And as we maintain our focus in the heart space, just feeling that internal light, the Jyoti, brighter than 10,000 suns, your unique and beautiful light shining within you in the center of your heart, the center of your power, your powerful heart. The nuance of the heart is so complex, so powerful. And we emit photons of light from our heart as we grow and send out our light and love consciousness from our heart. So let's feel that light fill us, our internal Jyoti. Just imagine the light pushing and brightening, almost as if it was about to burst through our skin. And perhaps let your beautiful luminescent heart light do just that. Let it burst beyond the skin, beyond the body, lighting up the auric field, the light illuminating all the chakra centers. You are in a kaleidoscope of spectrum of rainbow color light surrounding you, moving gently, the kaleidoscopic spectrum of rainbow light. You can just imagine that growing and moving and reaching beyond the physical space you're in, beyond the building, beyond the structure, the architectural structure you might be in. And your light just emanating powerfully from the center of your being. You can dedicate and direct your heart light in any direction, all over the planet. If there's a person, a situation, a place in the world that you would like to offer the benefit of your beautiful heart light toward, a moment to set intention in love. And then just continue to feel the expanding heart light endlessly flowing from the center of your being, as if all of our heart lights together, each one of us sending forth the light of our heart, could cover the whole planet. And we'll take a few more moments in silence, really just enjoying the feeling. Breathing in and out in the heart space. Take a big breath in. Feel your chest rise under your hands if your hands are over your heart space. Perhaps tuck the chin again. And let's take 3 ohms together to begin practice today. So we'll inhale and then om, and you can just go in your own timing. Inhaling. Om. Let your om be a dedication of quality and love to all that you offer and all that you bring, and everyone who is suffering and all those who have no voice. Let your om be the voice for all. Inhaling. And then one more from the heart. You're gonna let your hands fall into the lap. I'll do a little breath work. I think what we'll do is Kapalabhati breathing, the quick, sharp exhale. This is not a breath practice you want to do if you are pregnant or have any blood pressure issues, nor do you want to do Kapalabhati if you don't enjoy it. So if you don't do Kapalabhati breathing, just keep your focus on your breath, slowing down the inhale, slowing down the exhale, perhaps to a 4 count, perhaps to a 6 count, or do a 6 count inhale and an 8 count exhale. But if you're going to do Kapalabhati breath with me, you take a breath in and then you start sharp exhales through the nose as you pull the abdomen inward and upward. And you can engage the pelvic floor and you can engage the different bandhas if you would like to. But the real emphasis is that exhale with the belly contracting at the same time. And we'll take this for about a minute. So uh, taking an inhale to begin. And if you find that your breath falls off during the Kapalabhati breathing, just pick it up where you left off. It's totally just keep focusing on the exhale. Let's slow it down. Kapalabhati, maintaining the exhale. Really effective technique at clearing the mind using the breath. Let's go over to our mat. If you've got 2 blocks for practice, they can be helpful. And let's we'll begin just as in a cross-legged seat as we are now on our mat. We'll do some gratitude breathing here. I thought it was going to be warmer today, and I brought my leg warmer in my bag, thinking, oh my goodness, it is cold in here today. But it is spring, and spring has definitely come into being. Like the light is back, and it's beautiful, and just longer days, and this is such a potent time of year. And I really, really encourage you to use that energy today of potency to call in what it is you're here to do, your soul dharma, the work that makes your heart expand. Be aware of what brings you joy and how you would like to cultivate that to a greater depth for yourself in the upcoming months. So we'll inhale our arms overhead and bring our hands to prayer. Our prayer will come to our heart, and just offering love and gratitude for this body through which we navigate the world, this body that we put all this stuff into and expect it to cope, and all of the things that we put our body through. It's a truly amazing, moving congregation of energetic focal points that somehow is a process more than a static thing. And it is always processing. It is always alive and sentient and keeping our life force supported. It's a truly profound vessel, a truly, truly incredible instrument of consciousness. And when we think about everything we put our bodies through, it's kind of shocking. And then there's the side of like everything our body receives when we kiss, when we make love, when we swim, when we run, when we dance, this expansion of our energy that our body somehow enables through these kind of acts that bring us into a higher vibrational frequency. This is a marvel. So we offer so much gratitude for the body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inhaling, the arms come overhead, hands come to prayer, prayer comes to heart. With devotion and absolute devotion, I offer sincere love and gratitude for each and every single being on this planet. I offer gratitude for you. You are extraordinary. You are unique. You are so beautiful and unlike any other life force. You are completely one of a kind. There is no one like you. There's never been one like you before. Never, never will again. Your unique life force energy is utterly beautiful and part of an essential part of the fabric of us all. And I give gratitude for you and every single sentient being in this vast cosmos, in this great mystery that we inhabit. Thank you. Inhaling, the hands come overhead, prayer to heart, offering love, gratitude, respect for this Mother Earth, the earth that we inhabit, the beauty of the mountains, of the oceans, of the trees, of just the majesty of nature, the humility of nature, the exquisiteness of this beautiful planet that we inhabit, that sustains and nourishes and nurtures us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll let our hands fall to our knees and we'll just take some torso rolls here to the left. Just feeling the fluidity of the spine, and you can allow the head to roll on top of the spine as an extension of the movement. And then you might take some torso rolls to the right. And then you might move your arms and let your arms be part of it. Let yourself have a sensuous movement experience as you begin to wake the body up. Just let your arms be free. Let yourself find some wonderful morning movement here. I just want to, as if you were like swimming in water and your arms are moving through that density of water as if air were water, which maybe it is a kind of different, just molecular structure. Maybe lifting the heart, feeling the arms as extensions of the heart space. Just allowing yourself to really bring lots of movement, circularity into the joints. And then coming to rest, bringing the energy into the heart space, pushing it out in front of you, bringing the energy into the heart space, pushing it out to each side, bringing the energy into the heart space, pushing it out overhead. And then let's goalpost our arms here. And let's take a lovely exhale, lion's breath together, sticking out your tongue, making as much noise as you want. If you have anything to release over the weekend from Mercury retrograde snafus or disruptions, anything you want to go, let's do that again. Let's bring our arms overhead to a prayer. Arms come to goalpost as you lion's breath exhale. And we'll take one more lion's breath exhale. Inhaling up, 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 gathering everything you want to let go of. And then we'll just fold forward here, letting the head come down, feeling just a bit of grounding after the excitement of that release. And slowly rolling up. Today is also a day, as I think I mentioned this already, that I forgot my clock. Yeah, we could go there. So I'm actually purposely trying not to go there because it's just too much. Too much has happened at this point. One must have a sense of humor. So if it looks like I'm checking my phone, really, I'm just checking my time, or checking the time, not and the time being our time. So lifting the tail and lifting the chest. Just finding an arch in the spine and then curling the tail, curling the chest. We'll do some cat-cows here. And again, feel free to just bring in any hip rolls, any neck rolls, anything that might feel good. As you move your body on this Monday morning, April 8th, total solar eclipse. Wow. And if you're lucky enough to be able to see the eclipse today in totality, that is going to be amazing. Wherever you are, whatever is going on, whether you see it or not, whether it's nighttime with you, this eclipse, powerful, powerful point, allows for a quantum leap for us all, especially in regards to calling in what you want to see and any aspect of yourself that you feel wounded in, you could experience some profound healing. So the eclipse energy is for every single soul, every single sentient person on this planet. And it will affect us all equally. You might wag your tail here, just letting yourself feel nice and loose. And I'm going to extend my left leg back, just rolling on the ball of the left foot a little bit. And then I'm going to extend the left leg up into the air, reaching the right arm forward, and then bringing the elbow to knee. If this is tricky and you find balance tricky, you can just keep a leg extended and an arm extended, or just one or the other. And then we're just doing 3 contacts of the elbow and knee. And then you might want to take the foot with your right hand, the left foot, and just feel slight back bend here, and then release. And we'll take the other side at first, just extending the right leg, rolling on the ball of the foot, and then extending the right leg up in the air. You might reach the left arm forward, and then begin to collapse down. And then elbow to knee 3 times. On the exhale, inhaling to extend, exhaling together. And then you can either balance, put your limbs down on the mat, or take the foot in the hand and find a very small little back bend as you bind. And we're going to release that. Our knees are going to come wide, and we'll just bring the hips back to a child's pose and roll the forehead and the hips from side to side, loosening that up. Yeah, let's all take a big sigh out together. So breathing in and then just, and really as you sigh, allow the belly to drop. Allow everything to just drop into the mat. And once again, inhaling. And you might take both hands reaching out to the left side of the mat and just leaning back into that right hip for a side body stretch. And then take the hands to the other side, leaning back into the left hip, feeling the stretch along the left side body. And then back to all fours, tucking the toes. We'll just have a very gentle downward dog here as we walk our hands in to the front of the mat, to feet about hip width apart, and just navigating all my clothes. Oh my gosh. Jiggle wiggle in your forward fold. Let your knees be bent. Have some fun here. Just let yourself loosen up. And then we'll slowly roll up. Roll up, roll up. I'm going to try and these leg warmers do have a tendency to fall down, and I don't want to be constantly pulling at my clothes, but it's too cold to take them off. So bear with me. Inhaling, arms come overhead. Exhaling, let's come into our forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Put the right knee down on the mat, untuck the toes, and press up into a low lunge. Really pressing into, you see how I've come up, out of the depths of the lunge. I'm just pressing here. I'm just really feeling that front of the hip stretch on the right hip. And then pressing up. And then hands frame the foot. You can step back to a tabletop. Come down to the mat. Reaching the chest forward. Letting the chest come back. Come back to your tabletop. We'll bring that right foot between the hands. Left knee is now behind you on the mat. And again, you can come in and out of that front foot. Just, there was a teacher I had that called this romancing the hips. So we're going to romance our hip a little bit. What was that? I can't remember. Okay. Inhaling, hands come overhead. And then hands come to the front foot. You're going to tuck that back foot and bring it to the front of the mat into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale to forward fold. And inhaling to rise, arms overhead. Hands come to heart. Let's just connect to that heart energy again. As your thumbs rest here on your sternum, feel that central light emanating from you. Just connect again to your intention, connect again to that feeling that emanates from the center of your heart, your light. And then inhale, bring arms overhead. Exhale, we'll come down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll step the left foot back. Knee comes down to the earth. And let's just press up into a low lunge here. We won't romance the hips this time. Reaching up, maybe allowing yourself a little bit of a back bend if that feels nice. And then pressing, hands frame the foot. That right knee, front right foot can step back. We'll come down to the ground. Hands are underneath the shoulders. We'll just take a very small cobra, back bend, and then come back down, pressing back up to a tabletop. We'll bring the left foot forward between the hands, right knee is back, and we'll just press up into that low lunge. Hands frame the foot, tuck the back toe, step forward, and fold over the leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhaling, pressing into your feet to rise. Exhaling, bringing hands to the heart. Now, it wouldn't be a solar eclipse day if we didn't do at least some sun salutations, right? We've got to do sun salutations at least a little bit. I know I don't normally have a very strong sun salutation emphasis in my morning practice because you can get that. That is available everywhere. But I kind of like to bring elements of things in. But let's do a couple Surya A's just because, you know, it's a total solar eclipse. Why wouldn't you do a sun salutation, at least one or two, on a solar eclipse? There are practices of thought that on solstices and equinoxes, you do 108. And I have been in those classes. And I encourage you, if you're in the frame of mind to do 108 sun salutations during the solar eclipse today, power to you. I think I'm going to be in a park, but I don't think I'm going to do 108 sun salutations. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you're going to step back to a plank or just have your knees down if plank is uncomfortable. We'll come down to the ground. We'll do just a small cobra lift. Bringing ourselves back down with the exhale and pressing back to a downward dog where we will take 5 breaths. And as you're in downward dog here, let your hips really push up. You can have a nice bend in the knees to get extension in the spine. Externally rolling the upper arms out as if they were curling out, pressing into the hands. And then just feeling that energy along the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head, as if your spine was igniting with a golden fire. That's my sound effect for your spine igniting with golden fire. Breathing in and out here, really just pressing into your limbs.
If downward dog inverted is uncomfortable, just take downward dog at the wall. Hips are over the feet, hands press into the wall. Taking one more breath in and one more breath out. The next inhale, bending the knees, looking between the hands, stepping the hands between the feet and folding over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, hands to prayer. And we'll do that again. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to your plank. You can take a chaturanga here into an upward facing dog, or you can come to the ground, whatever feels most supportive to your practice. And then pressing back into your downward dog. Two sun salutations already at 7:40. How did we do that? Taking a few breaths here in your downward dog. Really pressing those hips up, really feeling the fire of your spine alive, on fire. Allow yourself to find some joy in the pose. Allow your heart to expand here. Really feeling the aliveness of the body. Your next inhale will bend the knees. Stepping between the hands, folding over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, reaching the crown forward. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhaling, rooting into the ground. To rise, bringing the hands to prayer, bringing the prayer to the heart. I also feel like we should do a tree because we want to be rooted into this earth as we move through the energies of the eclipse, really finding our balance. And when things around us are disruptive or tumultuous, when unexpected things happen, as they do, if balance is challenging, please take tree at the wall, using your hand as a support. It's a completely beautiful way of experiencing tree. Because I said last week, you have to learn how to fall out of things in order to learn how to hold them. If you don't, master the falling out of things, you never learn how to actually find that center root and groundingness. So we're going to bring our weight into our right leg and bring the left leg up and put it put it on the inner part of the thigh. And then the left leg is going to sort of point out at a diagonal, so that it's not going out right to the left, but to a diagonal. And your hip points are pointing forward. And my foot is sliding everywhere with my leg warmers and slippery leggings. So, and this is the thing, right? We have to practice. It's why it's called a practice. It's not about perfection or attaining a goal, but practicing so that we learn. This is how my body can inhabit this pose. But I don't learn how to do that if I'm like falling out and I don't understand how to fall out, or if I'm not going to do this because I'm going to fall. Falling is important. So even if you use a wall, maybe try just for a moment and let yourself fall out of the pose and then take the wall. Just find this kind of uncomfortable edge, oh, my leg warmers are slipping. Oh, my leggings are really slippery today. Or I don't feel balanced, but just allow yourself to be here. And then really finding your center, pressing into that standing leg as if there was a root pouring, a root going through the bottom of your foot into the earth. Bringing your hands to prayer. Extending your branches to the sky, holding the sun in your hand, if you're me. And then maybe extending up. Really feeling your aliveness and your connection to this planet, your stability. And we'll come down and take it to the other side. If you're at the wall and you used it here, you're just gonna turn around and face the other way. Or if you're in a really small place, you can use the wall on the other side. But you're gonna bring your weight into your left leg, and your right foot is on the inner left thigh. Again, you really want to feel like you're not winging your hips out, but kind of more steadily drawing inward and upward. This right leg is at an angle, not directly to the side, but at an angle. So the hip points are pointing forward. Allow yourself to feel a little unbalanced here, because that's how we learn to balance, is to be unbalanced. If you're constantly avoiding the feeling of being unbalanced because it's uncomfortable, then you never learn how to be comfortable when you are unbalanced, right? It's a practice. So bringing the hands to prayer, feeling yourself, feeling that root really, like this enormously strong tree root pushing through the base of your foot, deep into the earth, deep into the soil, as you reach your tree branches up into the air and find that extension. As you feel your foot slowly sliding down your leg because of your leg warmer. Just allow yourself to experience the uncertainty of the pose. You know, that can be really useful as we navigate times of uncertainty, to really have a relationship with it. You can let your leg come down. I'm just gonna come down to the mat to our knees and check the time, because I know we're running late. So a brief practice today, but let's do some seated twists. So your left leg is going to be curled under you so that your left foot is going to be at your right hip. Wait, sorry, this is your right leg underneath you, right foot, left hip, right, left leg is over top, and you're just going to hold it in. And for a moment, we're going to curling in here, just allowing yourself to feel that stretch between the shoulder blades and the back. And then you can release that. You can reach the left arm up, put it behind you, reach the right arm up. You can either hook the elbow or hold the knee, but we'll take a twist. Inhaling, bringing length into the spine. Exhaling to twist. And then bringing the gaze forward, we'll bring the left leg out to the left, keep that right foot on the left thigh, and we'll just turn and face the leg and inhale, feeling the length of the spine, and we'll fold over that left leg. And you can bring, if you want, your right hand to the outside of the left foot and just turn the body towards the left. And then release that. Bringing your hand underneath the knee, you can bring that in, and we'll not kick, but extend. I wonder if the microphone picked up my hip popping like it just did. And we'll extend the right leg out and feeling the length of the spine, and then folding over the leg. To any degree, you may take the left hand to the edge of the right foot, the left hand to the edge of the right foot, and then turn towards the right. Turn the chest towards the right as you fold here. And as you're ready, we'll press back up, bringing this left leg folded underneath us so that the left foot is at the right hip, and then the right leg will go over top. Both hips are in contact with the ground and seated. And we'll curl in here, holding that right leg in. Feeling the length along the neck. and then extending up. And then we'll inhale the right arm up, the right arm comes behind. Left arm can either hold your knee or take a hook of the elbow. Inhaling, finding some length in the spine. Exhaling, just deepening the twist. If there's any tension to work out, this is for myself personally. It is this particular expression of this pose that reaches a certain area of tension in my body that I'm always like, oh, wow, we're tight today. Around the shoulder. And we'll just let that go. And then we'll have both legs out into a wide V. And you're gonna allow yourself to forward fold here. And this forward fold is not accessible in different expressions of flexibility. So you want to take something that is going to allow you to really just feel relaxed in the forward fold. I don't have a bolster with me, but a bolster is like a long cushion. You often see them in yoga classes. And having a bolster in front of you in this sort of line shape can be really supportive. It can feel really comfortable underneath the head, underneath the forehead. Another option, just show this briefly, would be to take a blanket into a quarter fold like that, and then make a roll with your quarter fold, and then put that in front of you, and then lie down on the blanket. If that's also too low, you could even do something where you have that initial roll, and then you fold another blanket into just a small, tight, kind of pillowy shape that it's just going to give you extra height to allow your forehead to come down and rest. So it's either going to be bolster, blankets, if you just would prefer a block under the forehead. And that allows you to just relax and rest in this position. You can take that. Just want to feel the tilt of the pelvic bowl coming forward, the length of the spine reaching out as you bring your head into resting position. And as your forehead makes contact with whatever support is underneath, just imagining a vortex of clear liquid, bright cold water streaming out through the third eye, deep into the earth below. And in this vortex, carrying any thoughts, any noisiness that's just ready to be released and washed away. Pressing up, allowing the chest to almost come through the space between the upper arms, just feeling that. And then we'll roll on to our backs. Bring my phone over here so that I can still see what time it is as we come onto our backs. Okay. So, finding yourself coming down to the mat, spine is extended long, feet pressing into the ground about hip width apart. Find just a sense of peace here for a moment. What's it like to have the back of the heart space in connection to the ground? We'll just take a few rolling hip rolls so that we roll into a bridge and roll out on our inhale and exhale. So inhaling, you're going to curl your tailbone up and let that curl lift the tailbone, lift the next vertebrae up, lift the next vertebrae up. So you're just coming up into a nice gentle bridge. And then exhale, let it initiate from the point in the spine where you're lifted as you bring each vertebrae down back to the ground one by one, really placing awareness in the movement. So if you could just, bring your vertebrae up one by one. I don't know why the sound effect works, but I feel like if I go, you guys will understand what I mean. You beautiful humans will understand what I mean. And we'll take inhale, bringing up the spine. And exhale, bringing down the spine. Oh, one by one. Oh, yeah. That feels really nice. And then rolling the hips in a circle in one direction and in another direction, holding the knees together. And actually, we're going to cross our right leg over our left leg. If you want to double cross eagle, that's up to you, but take what's comfortable and then just let your legs go to the left as you extend your right arm. And you can let your gaze go out to the right. Just a nice reclined twist. What is morning practice? Why do I do this? Even if it was not a public offering, the reason that we have a practice is to continue to cultivate a sense of awareness in our own bodies with what's happening in the body, which the best way to create awareness in the body is have a movement practice on a regular basis where you can check in. How does this feel today? How does that feel today? If you simply don't do the practice, you don't create the awareness. Lifting the left leg, then you can cross and recross if you like. Oh, my blocks are in the way. But yeah, letting the legs fall. I'm just checking the time. Oh my goodness. We're not going to do Shavasana today because we don't have time. So let's just be in the twist here. I will remember to bring my clock. So today after practice, if you need to take a resting posture, once we sign off, just give yourself 5 minutes to lie on your mat and do nothing. But otherwise, you're going to roll yourself up to a seat, keeping the eyes closed and soft. If you want, take some support underneath you. And goodness me, where did the time go? Connecting to the heart, finding a position with your hands that feels reverent to you. And just feel the heart space here. Breathing in and out, feeling the expansion and contraction. And we'll inhale to O. Prabhu Ap Jago, Paramatma Jago, Mersave Jago, Sarvatra Jago, Sukanta Kakel, Prakash Karo. May the most sweet, divine light, love, and consciousness wake up in me, in you, in all people. May this time of being come into being today. As we move through this powerful and beautiful moment, call in your intention,
Make it yours. You are absolutely beautiful. There's no one like you. We're so grateful for everything that you are and everything that you do. Thank you so much for walking this path together. Maybe you see you again here in this extraordinary space. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful eclipse.